Welcome back to another edition of Second Year Rising Star, where we talk about one player, one. Again, I don't know of any other players how to say, or any other ways how to say one other than Spanish. So, but yes, today we're talking about Ernest Jones, the Los Angeles Rams, or who we believe is the Los Angeles Rams Second Year Rising Star. And I got to be honest with you, there's a couple things when you watch him on tape, there's inside linebackers that you take a look at that you're like, okay, is he the next Bobby Wagner? Is he the next Eric Kendricks if you're a Vikings fan? Well, let's be real here. Ernest Jones is going to get the opportunity to play next to a guy like Bobby Wagner this year, which is absolutely bonkers, but it's also a really good opportunity for him. So, and we'll show you a couple of things here, how and with how he plays and why we think he's going to take a big leap in year two. But I guess the argument could be made that he also already did have a big year two, or a big rookie year, excuse me. So, but we'll get into it. So coming out, former third-round pick by the Los Angeles Rams in the third round, 104 overall. Had good hand size, arm length was that 33, almost 34 inches ish. Was that 6'1", 230 kind of a guy. When you get those smaller linebackers, you just want them to fly around and make plays. We'll get into his speed here in just a second. So about a little bit less than average height and weight, whatever it is. But then you see him in the jumps, he's explosive. He is an explosive athlete. Usually when you see those jumps, you think of a guy that's a little bit longer, or you think of a longer guy, someone with longer arms. But at the end of the day, maybe it's somebody like Joshua Kendall, like we covered yesterday. But he really is one of those guys that he's small, he's compact, but he is explosive. So and then you go over to the way he ran. He wasn't amazing, but at the same time, it really didn't hurt his stock. Ran a 4.7, so maybe like a step, barely a step slower than some of those smaller linebackers, but it doesn't matter because he makes up for it with instincts. So again, didn't test out amazing, but overall you are pleased with what you saw from him. It was good enough for him to get drafted into the third round. So yes, coming out of South Carolina, you'll see there the former Gamecock, his sophomore year had 97 total tackles, 5.5 tackles for loss, 1 sack, as well as 2 interceptions. And then finally his junior year, 86 tackles, 44 assisted. That is 5 tackles for loss, 1 sack, no picks. So he's one of those guys that it just looks like he just flies around the field and does a lot of different things, and you can respect that. But then you'll see there his rookie year with the Rams, 15 games, 7 starts. Also had a sack in the Super Bowl, which we'll show you in a second. Had 2 interceptions as well as 61 total tackles. So, like I said, you're going to notice a guy that just flies around, makes plays, does a lot of different things for your defense. And I think that's so important these days. You have to have guys that can do a lot of different things, especially when they're on defense, because, like those linebackers are so important to the tempo of your defense and the things that you want to do. And I think, Ernest Jones, year 2, he's going to have Bobby Wagner right next to him. So I think the sky's the limit for him. He's going to continually get better. And one would say, well, how can you much get better than this? He had a strong rookie year. Yes, he did, but I think you're going to see a lot of good things from him. We'll actually show you a play here where we really like what we saw. We'll go ahead and this, by the way, courtesy of Rams on Film on Twitter. Make sure you guys give them a follow. But you'll see. It's not Jones here. Oh, I'm going to turn that down. So this is a play, I believe, from the preseason. It might be from last year. I'm not 100% sure, but you'll just really like what you see here.Ernest Jones is right here. Here's Donald, Aaron Donald. He's going to put the pressure on, and then Ernest Jones makes a great play here. You would see you would think with his arm length, with everything, that guy's 6'5". No, he's 6'1", but he makes a heck of a play here. So you'll see him read the quarterback here and step into the zone here. Looks like he's going to. And this is what I really like about it. He's right in front of the tight end, so he's confident in his ability to make it back here if he needs to. But overall, he is also comfortable about getting into that window and baiting the quarterback here in Kyler Murray, which he does, and he makes a play too. So and then after that, it's just off to the races. And like I said, that's just, you can't coach that. Sometimes instincts just take over, and when you're not as fast as everybody else, you have to rely on instincts. And this is just where you love it, because he's in this position. He's waiting to see where this ball is going to go, like right here. Boom. He is waiting to see where Kyler Murray is going to throw it, whether it's here or whether it's here. He has a general inclination that it's going here. That's why you see him open up his hips and get to that window there and makes a great play there. So, and then you'll go over here. This one was courtesy of Mike Uva in the Super Bowl. I'm actually going to turn off the sound there again. So you'll see the Rams are coming out looking like they're going to send someone, and it's looking like they're sending, 5 guys. And so, yes, here is Jones. You're going to see him here. find a way to, despite the fact that he got cut blocked by Joe Mixon, which it is what it is. You know, you try to defeat those, but it's tough. It's the Super Bowl. Yeah, a lot of nerves trying to make a play. I get it. But he defeats a cut block here and still gets the sack. So you see him never giving up. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad of defeating. He didn't totally get depleted, so you like what you see there. You know, he was able to recover nicely and make the play here. So, you know, again, you're seeing a guy that can cover. You're seeing a guy that can do a lot of different things for your defense. And I really think that he's going to continue to develop and be a big part of this defense, especially whether it's in coverage, whether it's making a play on a sack or whatever it is, bringing down the ball carrier. I think really in year 2, he's going to really shine and continue to get better and be, you know, as the 3rd round pick, he's going to be a big part of the Rams defense moving forward. But that's it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. That's our Los Angeles Rams second-year rising star in linebacker Ernest Jones. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the Los Angeles Rams second-year rising star in linebacker Ernest Jones.